Question number 6b. Question number 6b. In December 2016, International Paper Packing IPP's share sold for about 73 pound, that is P0. As per security analyst forecast, a long-term earning growth of 8.5% is expected. IPP is expected to pay dividend of 1.68 pound per share, that is D1 is given to us. Assuming that the dividend are expected to grow along with the earning at the rate of 8.5% per year in perpetuity, what rate of return an investor can expect to earn? That is the question. Try to do answer on your own. Let an answer for the question. Answer for question number 6b. In that, write down calculation of. Let us see how to do answer. Calculation of cost of equity in that D1 divided by P0 plus G. That is the way the cost of equity will be found. What is the dividend? Information is given to us that the expected dividend is 1.68. So the D1 is 1.68 divided by P0. P0 is 73 plus growth rate 0.085. That is the way the cost of equity will be found. So 1.68 upon 73, so 0.0230 plus 0.085. So it is 0.1080. That is 10.80%. That is the way the cost of equity will be calculated. B part of the question. It is expected that IPP to earn about 12% on book equity. So information is given to us in the B part of the question that R is equal to 0.12 and shall retain about 50% of the earning. So the retention ratio is 50%. Next, the question says that how these forecasts will change the growth rate and cost of equity. So with this, we are required to make the computation of the revised cost of equity and the revised growth rate. That is what we are required to calculate. Dear students, as what we already have studied in respect of the growth rate, it is calculated as simply the B into R. So write down answer. Growth rate is equal to B into R. B stands for retention ratio, which is provided as 0.50, and R stands for the rate of earning, that is 12%. That comes to 0.06, that is 6%. That is the way the growth rate is supposed to be calculated. And then cost of equity. Try to find cost of equity on your own. Let us see how to make the calculation of answer. See friends, in the second part of the question, we are required to make the computation of the cost of equity. We have been provided with the information about the retention ratio. It is 50%. Rate of earning is 12%. Based on that, the growth rate is calculated. Now importantly, for the purpose of cost of equity calculation, we require to apply the formula d1 divided by p0 plus g. This is a formula which is required to be applied. What is p0? P0 is 73. Okay, what is the growth rate? Growth rate is 6%. Now as far as the d1 is concerned, how to make the calculation of the d1 is an important point in this question. Over here friends, of course we are doing a question from the institute publication in which they have made an important assumption that say the rate of earning of the company is going to remain same, that is 12%. That is the kind of assumption which has been made by the institute. So what is the implication of this assumption? What is the significance of this assumption? I am explaining that to you. We can say something like this. Keeping this working aside, don't write this for the time being. Let me give explanation to you. First of all, I am making the calculation of the retention ratio considering the information that they have provided in respect of a part of the question. Don't write anything, let me explain you. Calculation of cost of equity. In that, working note number 1, calculation of B, retention ratio if growth rate is 8.5%. G is calculated as B into R. What is growth rate? It is 8.5%. B stands for retention ratio into R stands for rate of earning, which is 12%. B is equal to 8.5 divided by 12. That is the way the retention ratio will be calculated. What is the retention ratio, friends? It is 8.5 divided by 12. That comes to 0.7083. That is the way the retention ratio is supposed to be found. Now, once you make the computation of the retention ratio, friends, based on that, you can make the computation that what must be the dividend per share. Because you can see that what must be the earning per share. Because you have been provided with the dividend, so you can compute the earning per share. So, working note number 2. Calculation of earning per share. So it is EPS and DPS. For every 1 rupee of the earning, dividend per share will be 1 minus 0.7083. So it is 0.2917. So for every 1 rupee of the earning, the dividend per share would be 0.2917. Over here the dividend per share is 1.68. So the earning per share will be calculated as balancing figure. So 1.68 into 1 divided by 0.2917. That is the way the earning per share will be calculated. 1.68 divided by 0.2917. It comes to 5 rupees 76 paise. So friends, over here we understand that we got the EPS 5 rupees 76 paise. Of course, this earning per share is supposed to remain same. Now, taking into account the earning per share and the retention ratio, which is given as 50%, we can compute the dividend per share, and that dividend per share will become numerator over here, which will be useful to make the calculation of K. Yeah, write down answer for the question. Heading write down cost of equity. In that write down first point. Importantly, we are assuming that rate of earning of the company will remain same in B part of the question, comma, as in A part of the question. Second, considering change in retention ratio, comma, we have to find revised costs of equity. Now we are writing the answer, friends. Working note number 1, calculation of B, retention ratio in A part of the question. Write down in that growth rate is equal to B into R. What is the growth rate? It is 8.5. R is 12%, that is what we assume. 8.50 is equal to B into R, that is 12. B is equal to 8.5 divided by 12. So it is 8.5 divided by 12. So 0.7083. That is the way, so the retention ratio is supposed to be found. Working note number 2, calculation of earning per share. EPS and DPS. For every 1 rupee that you earn, this is retained and the remaining is paid in form of dividend. So it is 1 minus 0.7083. So 0.2917. So what must be the earning per share for the dividend of 1 rupee 68 paise? So it is 1 rupee 68 paise into 1 divided by 0.2917. That is 5 rupees 76 paise. That is the way we are required to make the calculation of the earning per share. Working note number 3, calculation of revised D1. It is earning per share into dividend payout ratio. This is 5 rupees 76 paise into 1 minus 0.5. Because retention ratio is 50%, so dividend payout ratio is again 50%. So it is 5 rupees 76 paise divided by 2, so 2.5, so 2.88. rupees per share. Now finally we will make the calculation of the cost of equity. So calculation of cost of equity, friends, it is D1 divided by P0 plus C, that is growth rate. So D1 is 2 rupee 88 paise divided by P0, that is 73, plus growth rate. Growth rate we already have found, friends, it is 6%. So the final answer is going to be 2.88 upon 73. So 0.0395 plus 0.06, 0.0995, that is 9.95%.